Jerusalem, capital of Israel, sacred to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. A city which has had a profound impact on the entire world, from ancient times until today. Here at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, this noble heritage continues through the work of its more than 24,000 students and 1,000 tenured faculty. Whether through life-saving research or sharing new technologies with developing countries, at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, furthering the human cause is a first priority. Since the Hebrew University opened its doors in 1925, it has been the academic home of the Jewish people. Through challenges of war and peace, immigration and integration, the Hebrew University has grown into a world-class institution of academic excellence, reaching out to every corner of the world with its research and development, and educating international students from Beijing to Eritrea. At the Hebrew University, researchers and scientists sensitive to real-world needs conduct first-rate scientific research and come up with real-world solutions, helping people to live longer, healthier, and more prosperous lives. Professor Charles Jaffe's medical knowledge combines with Dr. Gad Bannett's veterinary expertise to tackle leishmaniasis, a disease which affects millions of people and animals each year, killing many and leaving others disfigured.
We're working on the development of new drugs, new vaccines, and new diagnostic methods, which will hopefully save millions of lives and prevent suffering of people throughout the world. We have very promising results which show protection against different forms of the disease.
We have also been able to train Palestinians, and they have formed their own laboratory now and are able to do the diagnosis of patients from the Palestinian Authority in their own center.
Professor Joseph Hirschberg pioneered a piece of the genetic puzzle which has enabled the development of golden rice, rice enriched by vitamin A.
So vitamin A is essential for health, mainly for the vision. Without vitamin A, we get blind. 2.5 million children under the age of 6 die every year from vitamin A deficiency proper. Our group was the first one in the world to discover the genes and the enzymes in the plant that make vitamin A naturally. The golden rice, it's a life-saving, genetically modified plant, and it will be given free to those who need it.
While antibiotics counter most hostile bacteria, dormant bacteria remain immune, causing a relapse of illness. Using a specially constructed device, Dr. Nathalie Kestenbauer-Balaban is able to closely study these bacteria, bringing new promise to research on diseases from tuberculosis to cancer.
What we do has a real impact on the life of people. Using these devices, we could find ways to awake sooner these dormant bacteria and then get rid of them with antibiotics.
At the Brown School of Public Health and Community Medicine, Professor Elliot Berry inspires international students and provides them with the tools to make a real difference in their countries.
Public health is the challenge. It's really what matters, and for the health of the country, and for the survival of the country, and for the good of the country. I have students from China, from Uzbekistan, South America, all over the world, and they come to Israel. And it's the best form of investment because we train them and then they go back to their countries, experts and professionals in public health, and we're very proud of this achievement.
HIV is the #1 problem, health problem that we have in Cameroon. The prevalence is around 6% of adults are infected with HIV. If we don't do something to prevent the HIV, I think in the next few years it will not be easy with Cameroon because the prevalence is rising and people are dying. The tools that I've got from this program, when I go back, I'm going to do a lot in the HIV prevention program in Cameroon.
Anthropologist Dr. Alexander Weinreb tackles AIDS from a different angle. His demographic surveys of AIDS orphans in Africa has important implications for public policy.
The main aim of my research in the big picture is to provide the most accurate picture possible of what's happening on the ground, what the effects of AIDS are on families, villages, ethnic groups, religious groups, societies as a whole, in order that we can make the most of scarce development resources.
Also, at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, students and researchers from developing countries come to the Rehovot campus to learn about sustainable agriculture, plant science, and nutrition.
They came to gain the know-how of the Hebrew University and go back to their countries to disseminate the knowledge over there. By educating the people in those countries, they can fight hunger, they can fight poverty.
I'm working in Eritrean Standard Institution in the Food and Agricultural Department in developing standards as well as quality assurance. I will be the person to develop the national standards when I go back home.
15 years ago, throughout Western and Southern Africa, a virus destroyed entire fields of cassava, a major food source for the people of these regions. Professor Hanoch Chosnek is using nanotechnology and DNA to create an affordable means of protecting food crops.
The idea is really to have a platform that you have ultimately all representative of all the pathogen on a small glass slide, and that you could, in an easy way, within 24 hours, you could detect which pathogen that you don't know is coming in the country, and you need either to quarantine it or let it pass it or destroy it. We have a long history of collaboration, which include Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Jordan, Palestinian Authority, and with Central America like Guatemala.
I'm here in Israel for the first time. It was really my pleasure to be here to attend the workshop in the lab of Professor Chosnek, so we can teach and show the experience that we get from this project to other people in Jordan.
The Hebrew University of Jerusalem is impacting the next generation worldwide. The university's pioneering hippie program has given preschoolers from El Salvador to Australia a chance for a better future.
HIPPY is an acronym that stands for Home Instruction for Parents of Preschool Youngsters, and it's a program that was developed here at Hebrew University to really bridge the gap between those who had stronger education backgrounds and those who didn't. In the mid and late 80s, we brought it to the United States and started several pilot programs that quickly became a national program with the support and encouragement of Hillary Clinton. It is today one of the nationally recognized home visiting programs in the United States and is also a program now in 9 other countries. In Germany, in Canada, in New Zealand and Australia, in South Africa. And we have little pilot projects going on in El Salvador. Every year we have people requesting to start programs in new countries. The sky is really the limit. People want to have the program because they know it's a program that works. It is simple, it's easy to replicate, and we know that we can get results.
The Hebrew University researchers are responsible for fascinating projects in agriculture, increasing food production, deal with medical problems. There are many, many different ways in which the creativity, the originality of the Hebrew University impacts the life of people around the world.
Whether as the World Center of Jewish Studies or a center of academic excellence in brain research, economics, computer science, medicine, agriculture, or social policy, the light of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem touches every corner of our planet, saving human lives, expanding the frontiers of knowledge, and ensuring a better future for humankind.